What's good with y'all boys and girls? We're back here again with another reaction. We got the same guy we reacted to like the days before. I visited the most polluted country in the world. I wonder what's the most polluted country, bro. It probably be it gotta be somewhere in India, maybe Africa. But by these people that's in the background, I'm guessing it's India, man. Damn, bro, it's sad. Can't get into this, man.
Welcome to episode 9 of the series. Yes, we have arrived at the chaos. And we find ourselves in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, a country that is known to be the most polluted in the world. Those of you who are channel royals will know that I was already here about 5 years ago, and it's probably the most chaotic place I've ever been in my life. And it still doesn't feel like it because we are probably in the quietest area in the whole country. But don't worry, we are off to chaos now. Custom. I was going to buckle up, but there's no such thing as a belt here. There isn't even one. Transportation in this city tends to be the most complicated. In fact, it has been getting worse over time. The traffic is so dense in the capital that in this city alone lose approximately 5 million hours a day of work due to being in traffic. So much so that the average speed of a car here in Dhaka is...
Why is there so many people there though? And why is the dude talking like that?
estimated at only 7 km per hour. See, you go faster running. Yesterday I left you in a bit of a cliffhanger, not knowing if we were going to be able to enter the country, but because actually entering Bangladesh is always a doubt. Because unless you get your visa months in advance directly in Spain, coming here is a bit of a lottery. But after long hours in immigration, we got our visa and we are here. Entering this country is already quite a show. Let's start with the facts that interest you. Bangladesh has a pollution rate 15 times higher than the maximum recommended by the UN. And studies say that breathing a bad day here in Dhaka is the same as smoking a whole pack of cigarettes. And believe me, from experience, I can vouch for that. I remember days in this city when I would blow my nose and the snot would come out black just because of the pollution.
Black is crazy. Why don't they do something about their city, bro? Their place, clean that shit up, bro. That shit too dirty, bro. Clean it up.
This pollution is due to many factors, including the fact that we are in one of the most densely populated cities in the world. We are talking about no more and no less than 40,000 people per square kilometer on average. Compared to other cities like Hong Kong, which we visited a few days ago, this city feels even more densely populated because there are no skyscrapers, so many people are concentrated on the street. Right now, we are not in a very densely populated neighborhood, but very important for the issue of pollution. And the fact is that we are in a former tannery neighborhood, a neighborhood where there are factories that tan leather. That is, they treat all kinds of animal skins here. Basically, you find it everywhere. This is a process to keep the skins from rotting, so a lot of chemicals are used in the process. And as you can see, this neighborhood is not the most modern neighborhood in Dhaka, so most of this waste goes either into the streets, into the sewers, or into the river. In fact, walking around this city is somewhat dangerous because you still end up with the waste. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look good. Basically a city where you might be better...
Bro. They gotta do something about this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it's not even cool, bro. It's not even cool, bro. Clean that shit up. We need to all send them newspapers, newsletters, and clean that city up, bro. Clean that shit up, bro.
Off walking on the road than on the sidewalk. Fuck. It looks like we're getting closer to the epicenter of the neighborhood, and look at the structure of this building. It even looks like it's been torn down. I am already seeing you suffer in the comments that people look at me, but here in Bangladesh it is totally normal. People at the end are very curious to know what you are doing, and they don't have like that embarrassment. They don't have that there. In fact, in last year's series, if you saw the scary hotel, it was probably a person either from Bangladesh, from India, Pakistan, who was in the same situation, even though of course in a completely different context. Even the tuk-tuk stops.
You do all up in the camera, bro.
Hello, sir. The key in all this is to try not to feel intimidated and act natural and be friendly, so that at least they see that you have a good vibe. Let's see, this kid wants to take me somewhere.
Wow.
They're playing with the drums.
Hello.
I swear they're going to make me deaf, but they'll be thrilled. Since it's such a chaotic place, I want to do a slightly different video. We're going to go in a little bit wherever we see.
This is a cow. Good, good, good. Your shop? Your shop? Oh, what's your name?
My name is Sendu.
Oh, nice to
My
meet
name
you.
is Sendu.
Very good meat.
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice. Look, look, look. Leather?
Yeah.
Nice leather. Yeah, looks good. Very nice leather. Yeah. What's your name?
What is your name? My name is Allah.
Hello?
Allah.
Oh, my name is Pao.
Yeah.
Nice to.
That's crazy. If you try to get leather here, they gonna try to charge you an arm and a leg. I bet that leather cheap right there. Some cheap leather and it's real. Over here in America, they gonna charge you an arm and a leg for some leather, bro. Some real leather or some real like animal skin. They be doing the most.
Meet you. A lot of leather factories.
Can there is Switzerland?
Eh?
I didn't understand.
What?
Can there is Switzerland? Yeah.
Okay, show me. Show me, show me. Hello, sir. How are you?
Very fine.
Mr.
Mr. Kamal.
Mr. Hamal? Pao. Mr. Pao.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Oh, doing some work.
Yes, yes.
Very, very nice. What are you doing? Like a Adidas pant?
And despite Bangladesh being a fairly small country with the majority of its population concentrated,
That boy is happy he on camera. Look at him smiling. I'm on camera.
and despite Bangladesh
Boy,
being
I'm
a
on
fairly
camera, yeah. Yeah, he funny as fuck.
small country with the majority of its population concentrated in the capital, Dhaka, we're talking about the world's second largest textile producer. Much of the world's clothing is manufactured here. Much of the fast fashion, when it stopped being in China, went to Bangladesh and parts of Africa. China is still the largest textile producer, but you have to keep in mind that Bangladesh is only 1% of the territory that is China. So you can understand that if most factories are concentrated in a very small place with virtually no environmental control over them, the result is a great pollution from textiles. But that is only one of the things that makes this place the most polluted in the world.
Bro, they just think they finna be on the news, bro. Like, bro, this shit is so crazy how they just looking in the camera, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. This shit funny.
It's making like Adidas pants. Check it out. I mean, I doubt it's Adidas. Adidas. It must just be a copy. But here, on the street.
Nice. Thank you.
Can I can't swear at a man. Probably not. This is sick.
Let's
Yeah, most of our shit just overpriced, bro. To be for real, like, how we the best country, but our shit is relatively the same price how they stuff is priced. Relatively. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much it would cost them to get a Adidas shirt is basically how much it would cost us to get Adidas shirt. But our money is more than their money if we bring it over there. Like, make it make sense, bro. This shit all a facade, bro.
go in here. I think this is kind of like a food market. In fact, you can see the chickens over here. They are locked in cages. The conditions are obviously not the best, but it's a reality. How does it smell, man? You can't even imagine. It seems that the gentleman is choosing which fish he wants, and they have them here alive, without water.
But it don't look too dirty right here. Don't look. I ain't gonna say that it's clean. I'm not saying it's clean now, but it don't look too dirty. It's like nah, it's dirty, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. It's dirty. I can't even defend it, bro. Try it. I'm just looking at it more clean. I'm looking at it closer. That shit dirty, bro. Dirty as fuck.
From what I understand, for people like us who aren't used to it, keep in mind that most of the water they wash these things with is the water that comes from the river, and it's probably one of the most polluted rivers in the world. We are going to see—
Oh my god. Boo-boo water? You washing fish off with boo-boo water? How can they not think it, like, what is not clicking in their head that they gotta get away from that shit? Just go live on your own, go live off the land, bro. Don't even be in that city doing that, bro. You know, it's not even worth it.
it later. Any vegetable, any meat washed with this water would cause us to go to the hospital for some kind of virus. It's just amazing to see this, because look at the water around the market. It is quite strong.
Old Dhaka?
All Dhaka, apni
Old Dhaka. Yes? You know? Yes? How much?
I'm convinced this is a science experiment, bro. This is a science experiment.
50. 50?
Let's take one of these little motos.
Yes, Barcelona. Barca, you?
I'm Real Madrid.
You Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
You're dropping your bike, buddy.
Bye, thank you.
It's like this whole area rings a bell, but I'm looking for a specific place that I can't seem to find. I showed him a picture from my Bangladesh video from a while back, and I think he knows where it is. I remember it was in this area, but of course it must be some little street of I don't know what. I don't know how much. You know? This is not the best road in the world. But well, we'll survive. How shocking. Because although you can see that there is a lot of garbage in the river, I was here with Latal 5 years ago in this exact place, and it was very different. The river could not follow its course because it was full of garbage, and
Oh, so you saying they done cleaned up a little bit?
today, although there is garbage and it smells very, 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 very strong in this area, you can see the river. And I have a couple of theories. While they may have fixed it and cleaned it up, this place was very dangerous. There wasn't even this security of fences, and I remember some kids telling me that if you fell in the river, you wouldn't get out. Why? Because there was so much garbage, it was impossible to swim up. It could
Oh my god. Death by garbage water? No way, bro. Death by garbage water. Are you serious, bro? Bro, that shit make me want to throw up right now.
be that they have cleaned it for safety reasons. Or it could also be that we are in the monsoon season. As you can see, it is raining a little bit. From June to July, it rains a lot in Bangladesh. And it happens to be one of the least polluted months of the year here in the city as the rain cleans everything. It rains a lot. It may be that when it rains, it really unclogs all this garbage, takes it to the big river, and it ends up in the sea. And during these times of the year, it is cleaner. Whatever it is, it's really cool to be able to see this a little bit cleaner. I am now in a part that is a little bit more complex in this neighborhood, let's say. There are two people who have told me, what am I doing here? That if I am a journalist. And this area is a little bit more tougher.
What? Not there?
As you can see, there is a lot more trash on the street. And some people are amused, but some are not. In fact, today is not even a work day. That's why there's less activity than I saw in 2020. But you see the streets as they are. I mean, I remember before all this was a leather street. In fact, I could have sworn that right here I had a map where there was a kid walking forward. You could see the whole street full of leather. It was this one. Look at the dog. The animals on the street are horrible. I mean, they're like dying. Even the clean clothes when they're drying look dirty, man. A goat here? Why not? What are you doing here? Here alone? I'm walking and have turned up in a more residential area. Quite poor. They still have garbage here. Lots and lots of garbage. I was telling him where there was a bridge, and he's already shown me the way to the bridge. And we're back at the river. Just look at this whole area. And the river, in spite of obviously not being so congested anymore, you can still see that it doesn't have a river color at all. It is super, super dense. I guess this by expand are things that they throw into the river. In fact, there we see another one. A flip-flop over there floating as well. All this goes into the sea at the end. Let's go. The bridges are... It's better not to fall or look, you know? Like, just be careful and that's it. I imagine all this must be like recycling plants because it's like full of garbage bags and people separating them. It looks like there's a bigger recycling plant here. I'm already getting into business here that nobody has invited me to enter. But I am seeing smoke here and I want to explain something to you. As you can see here, it's pretty hard to breathe here. A lot of the recycling that they do in this city, if they have things...
Hey, y'all go to his channel and make sure y'all hit the like button on his channel because he risking his health just going to these places, bro. health is at risk tremendously.
Things that they can reuse and sell and make some money, you know? As you see here, at least that's what they're trying to do. What they can't recycle, they burn. And it's not uncommon. Even though it's illegal even in this country, there are big piles of garbage, of plastic burning. And in these mini recycling plants, they do it too.
Recycling? Yes.
I mean, look, all the products they have here are shampoos. They're taking the labels off the shampoos. You can see around here brands that you probably know, like Dove, L'Oreal. And what they're doing is separating the labels and leaving them empty like that so they can recycle it. Look, he's showing me a H&S, a Head and Shoulders.
Nice. Nice job. Thank you very much.
What I admire most about Grammarly is that you're still in control of the writing. It'll generate a handful of topics.
Everything is still pretty much the same as it was 5 years ago, but they did implement fencing by the river. You see them? I perfectly remember this area. It was not fenced either. You could fall perfectly into the river all at once. At least now they are avoiding that, because a lot of children run around here and falling into this river could be deadly. It seems that this part of the river has not been spared.
He basically just be ignoring them, bro. He gotta basically ignore them and talk about his shit while the dude is staring at him and his shit. Sizing him up and everything, bro. That shit wild, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Oh yeah.
Now I'm going to have to look for someone to take me because I can't even call a cab here.
Can you go here? Here, Lava Fort. Walking. And no taxi?
It's completely full of these bikes that are cabs. Nobody wants to take me.
Where you want to go?
Where?
Yeah.
To Old Dhaka.
Yeah, I can.
I'm trying to find a rickshaw that.
They would cost about like 60 or 70 taka.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
There is a lot of foodie places. Food flavor is much more tasty than English.
What's your name?
My name is Mohammad Mushirama.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name is Paul.
Oh, nice.
Did he just say the food is more tasty? No, it is not, bro. That shit is filthy, bro. I'm not eating none of the food they serving, bro. Unless it's like some bag chips or something that's bagged and like been sent over. I am not eating that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not eating no cook, like they cooking their own shit. No, I want that shit from the factory, bro. That's the only way I eat there. That's the only way I'll eat that, bro.
He's my new guide.
Now, at first I was nervous, that's why I was humbling. Because I never talked to you and I do not talk
Like,
to strangers.
See bags of chips and shit that's boxed up. Yeah, that's the things I eat. If I was ever visiting that country, this is what I eat. But I never visit this country, so that's not even like. I don't even want to. I don't know, bro. I don't even want to be near that smell, bro. I'm gonna throw up.
That much I'm kind of introvert. But then I started talking, I'm feeling comfortable.
No, you speak very well.
I want to help you, that's why.
Yeah, I know. You're helping me. I'm just trying to find a rickshaw.
No, this is my uncle.
Oh, this is your uncle? Nice to meet you.
Have you having breakfast?
Yeah. I already ate. Thank you.
If you didn't, I will ask you to
It's
come over
okay.
my house and eat something. People all over have pretty much helped you.
Yeah.
They want to help you. That's
Yeah, I see. Thank you.
In the end, they will help me to find a cab.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Nice to meet you. Have a good day. Hello. 60. Okay. Naga.
Mother of God, most holy of my life.
Bye.
Mother of God, what intensity, man. Because it's raining, they've even put a plastic sheet here so that my legs don't get wet. Anyway, people are very nice here.
Well, at least it's a plastic sheet. I mean, they probably just found that in the river. You probably grab that plastic sheet out the river to use it for rain for people. I mean, it's not too much of a like He thought it wasn't really a thoughtful gesture. They got trash everywhere. Might as well use it.
Looks like there was a big fight.
Thank you very much.
As the price was not negotiated by me, I was going to pay a local price, which was 60 takas, which in euros would be this, but we have been 40 minutes. I didn't have a small ticket, I gave him 200, which is this. And the guy didn't want to accept it, he thought it was too much. In the end, he gave me 20 taxas and change, which is all he had. He didn't want to accept it. In countries like this, where coffee is not typical, tea is more typical. I've really missed my special and limited edition Bella Beanie, coffee with cheesecake ice cream aroma. But indeed, you could have the opportunity to get your hands on one of the last copies of this special coffee of Beanie, which will not be back until next year at least. You've rated it. There's about 1/6 or less of the coffee left. Beanie wood coffee wiring any parts that are here on the ground and open, so probably if you touch it, you get electrocuted. It is very shocking. I mean, look at how all the cables end up coming out here in the open air. And they come from there. In this city, you can't go looking at your cell phone because you either fall into the sewer or you get electrocuted. What a barbarity. What's crazy is that this guy wants to subscribe to my channel and you don't want him to. What madness, eh? Look. I mean, my colleague is subscribed to the channel and you are not. What's your name?
Tamau Jose.
A pleasure. My name is Pau. Hey, it's good to talk to you, huh? What do you recommend me to see here in Dhaka? Drama. Hey, well, it's a pleasure, huh? Take care of yourself. Have a good one. It's a hell of a thing to walk around here. This must be like a square where...
Don't you feel like it's... I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but it's kind of like it's strange that the universal thing is a handshake. Shaking the hand. That's like a universal, like... But then you got the black people who, like, changed it up and do the dap-ups and shit. So when you see dap-ups and come here like this, like that's more like... You know what I'm saying? Then you got this one. Then you got the universal shit.
Children play.
What's this?
This jazz.
Rock?
Play.
Ah, okay.
I see they're playing a game that I think is like a kind of pétanque, but they're playing with a stone. If you notice, they are playing with these white stones. I don't know exactly what it is. That's it, isn't it? What I threw at it. Right here, there's a big brick, so what you have to do is get closer, right?
Ah.
They applaud me because I'm very good. No, the truth is that I've done very well. I'm going like the master of Bengali pétanque.
Thank you. Bye.
I might as well tell you I might have made up the game, but people applauded. I guess I did well.
Anda, cómeme, pruébale.
We've got about as far as the river part. How's it like to be around? Then no wonder the dogs are like they are in the street. It's just that where they get their food, it's from here. And as you can see, we have arrived at a river that has been considered a dead river for more than 15 years. There is no life in this river. For decades, more than 20,000 tons of toxic waste have been dumped into the river every day. And even today, there are still more than 1,600 factories that dump all their waste into the river here. And only 20...
That's why it's not even safe to eat fish from the sea anymore, because they getting polluted, bro. Even the fish in the sea is getting polluted, bro. With this shit they got in this river.
% of the city of Dhaka has sewage. Everything else goes directly into the river. And that is why in many areas of this city, the water contains arsenic, lead, and cadmium. Before, when I told you that the vegetables or fish here is a little bit complicated for us to eat, it is because both the vegetables and the fish are washed precisely with this water here. This, for a person who does not have a prepared stomach, is basically deadly. Let's see how I get up here without killing myself. Let's do it.
Opale. Hello.
But since a picture is worth 1,000 words, I just got in a boat to navigate this river. The water is a barbarity. You can't...
Oh my god, did y'all see that black shit that's floating in the water?
Can't imagine how it smells. And we are on a river. Here people are still going about their daily lives. People bathe in the river, wash things in the river, but it's a river that is basically garbage. Overall,
Bro, their immune systems on a different level, bro. Their immune systems on a different level than ours, bro. Like 10 times on it, like probably over 20 times stronger than ours.
in the city of Dhaka, about 7,500 tons of garbage is generated every day. And as I said, 80% of it goes into the river here. Is that even? I have even read that the waste from the hospitals also goes into the river here. I don't think it will surprise you if I tell you that Dhaka tops one of the worst lists you can be on, and that is in the list of the least livable cities in the world. Living here is hell. Look, I had done this river trip in the past, but it's something that no matter how much you know, it will always surprise you. It's...
Hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You can see many, many children in the water. Well, to a certain extent, I can understand it.
Bro, that's so wild that they able to just jump in this water, bro, and be fine the next day.
They don't have the opportunity to cool off somewhere else, and it is very hot. I guess this is what they have lived all their lives, so they don't feel those health risks that exist. Because you have seen how the river is. It is practically a well, a dump, and even so, of course they bathe in it. I remembered this city as tough, but not that tough.
The way you did?
It had been days since I had been so tired, but walking through this city destroys you. Getting back to the hotel area has been an odyssey. Where I was, it was hard to find cabs again, so I had to take a Rika, you know? A tuk-tuk of these here. Or not even a tuk-tuk, because it is like a kind of tricycle that has a battery mounted there so that it is electric. And of course, at the beginning, I told him that we were going to Gulshan 2, which is in the neighborhood where we were staying. And he didn't understand me very well and took me about 10 minutes away, but in fact, we were about 40 minutes away. And when I told him no and showed him the map, he said no, then sit down in front of me and tell me where it is. You had to see us. He was just controlling the bike from the handlebars on the right. I was on the left trying to see how I could. Evidently, those bikes don't go fast, so all the cars pass us by. We were stopped by the police and everything because we were riding in places where we couldn't go. Just imagine. The guy was freaking out. And there was a moment when there were so many cars that the guy even put on a mask. So he was with one and me with no one. And I have to admit that my throat is starting to feel a little sore. It's like every time I swallow it stings a little bit.
Of course, bro. Of course, bro. You breathing in so much toxic shit.
As if it was irritated. We could easily have spent 50 minutes walking around, but in the end we arrived at the hotel. I paid him well because the guy deserved it. He has crossed the whole city on that little bike that is only made to go through a neighborhood, and that's it. And I'm going to leave it here because today's episode has been one of the most intense of the series. But everything that comes from now on is going to be like that. So I encourage you to subscribe and above all to listen to Beanie. Bye-bye.
Hey you, buy your coffee at
Man, I just hope. Only I gotta say is I hope that these people eventually fix their city. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon too. Like, there's no reason for the river to be that polluted. There's no reason for it to be. It's just not no reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they need to come together and help India. The world need to come together and help clean up India. Hashtag clean India. Hashtag clean up Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause really we as humans, we not built to be doing this shit. Like working, making plastics and stuff to do this and that. Like, we not really made for that shit. So you can kind of understand why they not really caring about none of that shit, because humans are made to live off the land, not make all these artificial substances, artificial things, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why our earth is polluted, because we're not cleaning it right. They should have specific jobs for people to clean. Just clean, a job called clean up. Fuck it, bro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Hey man, my nigga, my nigga, my zigga, my ligga, hit the notification bell, bro. Or girl.